Hey, our friends, so we're going to be drawing the crazy face emoji.
Yeah, the one with the eyes going everywhere and the tongue sticking out.
Yes.
We hope you're going to follow along with us. You need your drawing supplies. We're going to use a pencil and a marker. You also need a template. Well, only if you want to trace around it and make a perfect circle. You could just draw it freehand.
Yeah.
You also need
Some paper and something to color with.
Yeah, all right, you ready to start?
Yes.
We're going to use this little bowl plate thing and place it down on the paper. We're going to use our pencil first too. I'm going to reach as far around as possible and trace around the plate. And there you go.
Perfect.
You want to do it?
Yes.
You did it. Good job. We'll put the plate off to the side for now, but we are going to use it later. Let's use our pencil to draw a few more guidelines. Let's draw the mouth next. I'm going to start by drawing a smile. Right here, we're going to draw a curve that matches kind of the outside shape of, well, the circle, the outside circle shape. We're going to draw a smiley face that comes up, and the right side is going to come up higher. So I'm pressing hard, but you can press lightly at home. This will make it easier to erase when we're all done. And I kind of went over it again just to make sure that's where I want it. And the nice thing about using a pencil is you can erase the line if you want to change it or make it different. Now let's draw the top of the smile. I'm going to draw another curve that connects the left side over to the right side. I just drew it straight across. I'm going to use that as a guideline. Oh, that's okay. You can draw it again. There you go. Now right here, I'm going to draw it again also because I want to come down and then back up. I don't want it to be a straight line. I want it to curve down and then back up. Next, I'm going to erase that first line. Next, let's draw the teeth. And we're going to repeat that same line, but lower. We're going to draw it across just like that. Now we can draw the tongue, and we're going to draw a big U shape. But first, before we draw the U shape, let's draw the left side of the tongue first. We're going to come down and then stop right at the circle. Then we're going to come over here, and we're going to draw the right side of the tongue, come down, and we can touch the circle also. Then let's connect these two lines with the U shape. Go back over it a couple times just to make it a little darker for our art friends. Next, let's draw the eyes. The eye on the left is really small, so I'm going to draw a circle about this size. There we go. And then let's draw the eye on the right, which is a lot bigger. I'm going to draw it about this size. Go over it a couple times and make sure that's the size I want. I love this emoji.
Yeah.
I actually probably use it too much when I'm texting mom. Inside of the left eye, we'll draw the pupil. It's about this size. And then we can also draw a circle over here on the right about the same size. Maybe it's a little bigger. Now before we switch to our marker, let's use our eraser, and we're going to erase the circle that goes through the tongue. And yes, and also the mouth. You're right. Now we're ready to switch back to our marker and also our template, our plate. I'm going to line up the plate with the first guideline that we drew. Because I'm right-handed, I'm going to use my left hand to press down on the plate and hold it into place. Then I'm going to reach around like this, and I'm going to start right where the tongue is and trace around the plate. And then I'm going to stop where the tongue is, right here. So don't trace over the tongue. There you go. And then reach around as far as you can, all the way to the tongue. That way you don't have to pick up your pen and start over. Yeah, there you go. Hold down and press down firm so that the plate doesn't move.
Oh, moved your...
That's okay. And you did it. Look at that. It looks awesome.
It does.
We're done with our plate, so we'll put that off to the side. And let's start by tracing over the tongue. I'm going to start here where it matches or connects with the tooth. Trace around on top of the guideline, back up to the teeth. Good job. Then let's draw the bottom of the mouth. We'll come down and then stop at the tongue. And then we can imagine that line going underneath the tongue. And we're going to start here on the guideline and trace over and up to the top of the mouth. Then we can draw the top of the mouth. We'll draw this curve connecting over to the right side. And we can also trace over the bottom of the teeth too. Now we're ready to trace over the eyes. And we could just use our marker to go over those guidelines that we've already drawn. So there's the left eye. Trace over the right eye too. And if you want, you could also find a template for these circles if you want to make them look perfect. Now let's draw the pupil. We'll draw around the pencil line, and then we can also color that circle in. Color and draw over this one too. And if we ever go too fast, remember you can always pause the video if you need extra time. Jack, we did it! We finished drawing our crazy face, except
We still need to color it.
yeah, this part we're gonna fast forward. And at the end, you can pause the video if you wanna match our same coloring. You ready to fast forward?
Yes.
Oh, and also before we color it, we're gonna use our erasers and erase any of the guidelines, the pencil lines, that you can still see. Jack, we did it! We finished drawing and coloring our crazy face emoji. Turned out awesome.
Yeah, it looks so much better colored in.
I hope our friends are gonna take time to color their drawings also. And we used a lot of art supplies. We used our biennial markers and also our Prismacolor colored pencils. But you could use whatever you have at home. You could also just color your emoji solid yellow to make it a little easier too. The colors that we use are Y204, that's the yellow that we use first. And then for the shading and highlights, you use a white colored pencil, also a yellow, Prismacolor orange, and brown colored pencil to add the shading on top to make it look more three-dimensional. I love that our two drawings aren't exactly the same. They both turned out awesome. That's because the most important thing is
To have fun.
and to
Practice.
practice. Remember to have fun and practice. I'm sure your drawings turned out awesome, and we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.
Goodbye.